Put them together to adjust them a bit. You ready?
At this time, would everyone who is able please rise? Gentlemen, please remove your caps. And please join me in the pledge of our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Base! Forward! March!
Everyone, please be seated.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome faculty,
administration, friends, family, and the Lincoln County High School Class of 2026 to this commencement ceremony. Thank you all for being here as we celebrate this momentous occasion and applaud the tireless work of these graduates. We, the Class of 2026, have put countless hours of effort into being here today. For 4 years, we have committed ourselves to our education, pushing the limits and striving for success. Every early morning, late night, and long day has led us to this moment. Because of this, I would like to congratulate and commend each one of my classmates for all of their hard work. We have reached a crossroads in our lives. This is a time of great change. Whether you are going on to college, trade school, an apprenticeship, the military, or the workforce, or even if you aren't sure where you are headed, we are all moving into our futures and leaving the past behind us. This may seem scary, the idea of changing, but it really isn't that scary at all when you think back to the day when you first walked through the doors of Lincoln County High School. 4 years ago, you were a completely different person from who you are now. We have all changed throughout this time we shared, and we didn't just change. We grew. We grew into a group of strong and confident young people ready to face the world that we are entering. When we leave here today, some of us will begin a new chapter. Some of us will begin a whole new book. Regardless, we are all doing just that, beginning. This change is not the end. It is the start of something wonderful and new. This graduation ceremony is both a testament to the beauty of change in this life and to the growth of the Lincoln County High School Class of 2026. So now, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this, our commencement.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent, Assistant Superintendent, Lincoln County Board of Members, and LCHS Administration. Please join me in welcoming Superintendent Frank Barnett, Assistant Superintendent Don Davis, Lincoln County Board of Education members, President Jeremy Wilson, Vice President Daniel Carhart, Dr. Shelley Burns, Ms. Carly McComas, and Mr. Robert Mosteller. Thank you for coming tonight and celebrating with us. I'd like also to introduce Principal John Roy, Assistant Principal Megan Klein, and Assistant Principal Bradley Likens.
Our time as Panthers at Lincoln County High School has come to a close. For many of us, the future may feel scary and uncertain. As we prepare to leave a familiar life, I'd like to share with you Joshua 1:9, which says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." We need to have courage and be strong in everything we do. Whether you go to college, straight to work, or are taking some time to figure things out, you need to be courageous and brave. The Bible says, "Fear not," or "do not be afraid," 365 times. There is one for each day of the year. Although this next chapter of our lives is uncertain and scary, God is with us each step of the way. Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." We know what we want our paths to be, and God will protect us. He will make sure we are exactly where we are meant to be. We just have to meet Him halfway. Because God is with us, we will not fail. Thank you, class of 2026. Amen.
As student body president, it is my honor to introduce someone who has dedicated his time and effort to support our students, our wonderful principal, Mr. John Roy.
Thank you, Chevelle. Before I get to our graduates, we kind of have two graduations today that I want to at least recognize. Mr. David Cook, if you would stand, please. Mr. Cook is in his final year with LCHS. He's been with us for 20 years. This will be his last time conducting at graduation. So here's to Mr. Cook. Over the course of my time at LCHS, you guys have probably heard me say to show up and do the work. And you heard me say this during the awards. Some of you may not have been there, but I'll say that from time to time, and I like to keep it out in the forefront. Mr. Cook's done that for 20 years. You guys have done that for the past 4. It's been from the 9th grade on, there's been a ton of growth that I've seen from athletics to academics to character to service, and I applaud you for that. When we do this thing we call education, especially in my role, there are things that you hear, terms like full circle, things come full circle. For me, I'm kind of there right now. I can look around and I see our superintendent who gave me my first job as a teacher, and I was teaching 2 of our board members that same year. Education has allowed that for me. It's allowed connections, it's allowed relationships. Mr. Likens was a student of mine. He's also now the assistant principal. Through our lives, we'll come in contact with people who bring those full circle moments back. You guys are just at the cusp of this. Okay, we say full circle, I'm there. You guys, you've already heard it, you're just beginning. There are a lot of things that you'll do in life that hopefully you get an opportunity to see those folks who helped you along the way, and you're able to repay, or you're able to acknowledge that. It's so important to do that. I always want you to chase your dreams. When you leave us, it doesn't stop there. You keep learning, you keep working, you keep showing up every day. There's only so much we can say to you, and from this point on, it's up to you to do the rest. I'd like to leave you with something. I'm a big fan of not taking everything to heart. In life, you've got to be tough. You've got to, as the old saying is, you've got to just not listen to the haters. I've got a quote here from Teddy Roosevelt that I like. It says, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man that points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred with dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? A man who knows great enthusiasms, great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory or defeat. It's just another way of saying that just because it gets tough does not mean you quit trying. You guys are equipped with the skills and the knowledge and the work ethic to do whatever it is you want to do from here on out. And with that, Mr. Barnett, members of the board, with these students having met all the requirements required by the state of West Virginia, Mr. Barnett, I present you with the class of 2026.
Well, good evening, seniors. I won't call you graduates yet. We're getting there. I know that Mr. Roy said that I gave him his first job. I'm really not that old. I was the state's only 8-year-old principal at the time. So, families, I know this is a very proud moment for you, and we're really blessed to be here to take part of the graduation of the class of 2026. Graduates, today's your day. You made it through the early mornings, late assignments, the group projects where somehow only one person did the work, and enough iPad issues to qualify you to be IT specialists. Beyond the laughs and memories, this class represents something very special: perseverance. You faced challenges, setbacks, uncertainty, and moments when giving up probably seemed easier. Yet here you are, stronger tonight because you kept going. One thing I hope you always carry with you is your sense of home. Lincoln County has a way of shaping people with grit, kindness, and resilience. Around here, hard work still matters. People show up for each other. And whether your future takes you across the state, across the country, or right back here at home, never forget from where you came. Your work ethic will take you farther than talent alone ever could. The willingness to show up to work, to stay humble, and to keep showing up is what separates successful people from everyone else. As you leave tonight, remember this: life may not always hand you exactly what you want, but it will usually give you an opportunity to earn it. And judging by what I've seen from this class, you're more than ready. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're very proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. At this point, I have one more assignment for you. Would you please turn your tassels to the left? Thank you, and may God bless each and every one of you on your further journeys.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce and recognize the graduating class from Lincoln County High School of 2026. Abigail Nicole Bowen. Iris Claire Gregorich. Abigail Grace McCormick. Emma Ray Sanders. Chevelle Brooke Salmons. Blade Scott Adkins. Alex Herbert Aiken. Brian David Adkins. Kirsten Sky Ross. Aiden Lee Sowards. Erica Madeline Harvey. Emma Grace Richmond. Mackenzie Dawn Spence. Cooper Jude Wilson Montgomery. Jaden Lynn Holton. Alexis Brooke Johnston. Kaylee Rose Bragg. Madison Jane Stafford. Whitney Gracie Ash Davis. Clara Lucille May. Addison Grace Payton. Kendall Brooklyn Browning. Ella Grace Callahan. Zara Elise O'Donoghue. Abigail Ryan Pauley. Haley Sue Wood. Haley Nicole Browning. Ava Kathleen Watts. Carter Adam Browning. Mackenzie Kylene Vance. Matthew Eric Mullins. Asia Serenity Star Curry. Charlie Isaiah Watson. Brandon Philip Sloan. Dylan Chase Neese. Caden Nathaniel Tanner. Hayden Joshua Bailey. Andrew Joseph Lehner. Braden Lane James Pritchard. Bryson Zachary Adkins. Cameron Gage Ball. Brianna Nicole Taylor. Andrew Blake Hager. Danielle Leanne Allen. Carissa Nicole Page. Jacob Luke Smith. Carson James Cyrus. Bailey Scott Kraus. Bryson Jace Vance. Nevaeh Rose Adkins. Delaney Ann Bayless. Lola Brooke Watson. Madison Grace Ferguson. Tina Dawn Browning. Abigail Jolie McComas. Abigail Noel Queen. Isabella Rowe Dingus. Abby Gail Jeffers. Anna Elizabeth Dial. Jordan Faith Fraley. Abby Isabella Roy. Cameron Grace Fraley. Trinity Dawn Linville. Abigail Dawn Rose Mathis. Kayla Lynn May. Julie Ann Wade. Tegan Miley Linville. Alyssa Jewel Adams. Lindsay Brooke Kessel. Madison Nicole Miller. Owen James Miller. Ryder Shay Mitchell. Christopher Allen Mays II. Trenton Shane Adkins. Nicholas Michael Dean. Jacob Nathaniel Porter. Matthew Trace Dunlap. David Earl Jeffers. Leland David Sadler. Zachary Lovejoy. Connor Jeremiah Arnold. Xavier Lee Holbrook. Gavin Michael Hatfield. Sean Hunter Nicely. Skylar Jenna Alexis Nicole Adkins. Brooklyn Danielle Stickler. Easton Jace Brogan. William Seth Carter. Samuel Lucas Ryan Salee. David Jeremiah Stevens. Tad Allen Miller. Grady Heath Adkins. Braylon Clayt Peters. Blake Daniel Lucas. Creed Archer Payne. Hunter Wayne Pauley. Gretchen Aaliyah Fowler. Chloe Jade Peters. Nikolai Daniel Lacey. Aiden Dallas Nelson. Weston Blake Brumfield. Dakota Lee Reynolds. Zachary Wayne Coy. Evan Gerald Spencer. Chase Ezekiel Mitchell. Madison Lynn Harris. Fallon Shay Parker. Grayson Keith Holden. Caitlin Grace Ross. Josie Danielle Elkins. Madeline Ann Carroll. Aubrey Marie Ross. Zachary Lee Turley. Haley Dawn Hill. Kaylee Danielle Kingery. Nevaeh Marie Hatfield. Jacob Alexander Holbrook. Felix Sir Lanham. Michaela Brooke Dunlap. Kerrigan Grace Short. Addison Lane Dean. Emily Grace Ferguson. Rachel Ann Neese. Ian Michael Neal. Haley Joy Sadler. Haley Joe Reed. Samantha Danielle Godby. Damian Alexander Holcomb. Alistair Fox Little. Brendan Chase Bowen. Michael Joseph Selesky. William Isaac Blankenship. Carson Andrew Adkins. Juliana Faith Aldridge. Melody Marie Polly. Alyssa Noel Higginbotham. Emma Christina Korduski. Pagan Stevie Grayson Roberts. Brittany Lynn Root. Devin James Heflin. James Neil Bragg III. Aiden Wayne Cyrus. Grayson Douglas DeVise. Casey Wrangler Mitchell. Luke Douglas Mosley. Trenton Michael Lane. Aiden Cole Midkiff. Ethan James Cooper. Isaac Weston Bird. Walker Levi Kessel. Jackson Dale McGrady. Jonathan Michael Bailey. Desmond Jordan Fry. Kelly Ann Pritchard. Paisley Grace Adkins. Alex Nicholas Banks. Gage Elliott Counts. Skylar David Holcomb. And our final graduate in the class of 2026, Sean David Cooper.
Graduates, you may be seated.
Friends, family, faculty, staff, and Lincoln County High School graduating class of 2026. I want to start off by saying how blessed I am to be speaking here today. I would not be up here if it weren't for one reason: Jesus. He has been with me throughout every struggle and success of my life. I want to say that everything that I do is with the intention of honoring, glorifying, and praising Him. As I stand up here, I feel a whirlpool of mixed emotions. Of those emotions, one that seems to stand at the forefront of them all is fear. If I'm being completely honest, I fear what I'm going to do beyond this chapter. I fear this is the biggest accomplishment I will ever achieve. What if the best thing I have to show in life is that I was my high school's valedictorian? I fear leaving my family and going off for college. I have fear about a lot of things. But I'm willing to guess that I'm not the only one. Fear is something everyone is going to feel. I'd be willing to say that everyone in this room is feeling some amount of fear. I'm sure there are some students who fear what waits beyond this door. Our lives are going to change, and we will no longer be kids. Will we have it all figured out? Will we make a mistake we can't come back from? What will we do with the rest of our lives? I am sure there are some teachers here who feel fear as well. They may fear they have not prepared us for our futures. They fear we will face problems that they weren't able to teach us the solution to. The parents who fear their little kid is no longer so little. They fear our worlds are changing and they can't stop it. Some of us are going off for the very first time, and I'm sure they have some fear about that. They fear they were not good enough parents. But there's something really fascinating about fear. When you first feel fear, your brain cannot tell the difference between fear and excitement. So, I implore everyone in this room today, shift your fear into excitement. Do not fear what your future may bring. Be excited about what you have accomplished and that you get to say you graduated from high school.
Be excited about what lies ahead. Be excited about everything you have achieved and everything you are going to achieve beyond this point. Teachers, be excited you got to see yet another class walk across this stage. Be excited you did the best to prepare us for what comes after high school. Parents, be excited you get to be here for one of the most monumental moments of your child's life. Be excited you did a good enough job. You got to see your baby walk across this stage. I may not know what everyone has fear about, but I know that for every bit of fear, there is an ability to feel excitement. The world has enough fear. It could use some excitement too. We may not be able to change the outside factors, but we can change our mindset. We can choose what to feel, and I hope that everyone in this room takes the opportunity to feel excitement rather than fear. And with this, we, the class of 2026, bid you farewell.
Again, congratulations, class. We would ask that everybody stay seated until they exit the stage. Then you can come down and mingle.